Well, I can well and truly remember before I started school. Yes, I used to get into mischief a bit and one thing another. I started school when I was 5, a bit before 6, before my age, yeah. And by the time I was 6, I was taught to set bloody rabbit traps. Yeah, that's true. And 6 and 7, we used to catch our own rabbits for our pocket money. Yeah. Dad taught us to set traps. The Depression days, of course.
Yeah.
I remember when the war was on. Yes, my 2 uncles came back. One was a prisoner of war, and he come home, he was just wrecked. He'd been bashed, he'd been whiplashes on him from the Japanese, and that was Uncle Laurie, and Uncle Kenny came back, and they were both in the front line, and Uncle Laurie got caught as a prisoner of war, but Uncle Kenny didn't. He went through it, came home, but he was a mess. Yeah. By the time I was 14, Dad says, "You better come home, we need you," from school. And I said, "You little bloody ripper." In 1950, we got £1 a pound for rabbit skins. In 1950.
Okay.
And to put wool, in 1951, wool made £1 a pound after the war.
Wow.
And it put a lot of people on their feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was my life because I started shearing even at 14. And I just wanted to do that. And I worked at home on the place, went shearing, especially in the springtime. I was a bit steady for the first year or two shearing. Yeah, I sure was 60 the first day, I think it was. But Dad we used to do a few at home, got us going. Anyway, I'd done 60. I can remember that, 60. I was shearing for one fella and I shore 30 sheep one run, and he said, "You're too rough." So the next run I shore a few more and he said they were good. So beat that. That is true. Oh, look, it was an interesting life, really. The things which we seen went on. We'd go to work sometimes, we'd look to put the horse in the old spring cart, go down the Red Hill, cut a tree down, hook it behind the spring cart for brakes so that it wouldn't bolt, you know. Well, Mum was a very amazing woman. She used to dressmake in her spare time for other people. Dad would go out early in the morning and come home at probably dark or after to do his ring bark and suckering or whatever, or trekking the sheep. It was full on. And he had a beautiful vegetable garden. If he got a half an hour, an afternoon or nearly dark, he'd dig the garden, grew all his own vegetables, all his own meat. We had killed all our own meat those days. See, going back those days, you were an hour from town. Yeah, and no petrol. See, the petrol rationing. During the war, you had petrol tickets, and you were allotted probably 2 or 3 gallons or 3 gallons or something per month. So that didn't get you very far. Now, if I had my life over again, I'd still have sheep. Yeah, I just loved them. And I still shear sheep now.
Yeah, I know.
I was on telly not long ago, but I didn't know that. Yeah, my brother and I. Oh, every now and again too, you'd sneaked into the pub and you'd have a couple of beers underage. We never ever... Yeah, first time I got drunk I was 16. Jesus, I got sick. Mum come out and said to me, "What are you doing?" She said, "You're drunk." I said, "Oh, well, yeah, well." And I was a very keen fisherman. Caught some big fish there where we were at Texas. Yeah. Actually, the last Easter we were there, I went down there and I threw a line in with a bit of bait on it, and next morning there was a cod on it. He was snagged, and I went and got Ronnie Pag. He come up, we got him off, and I think he was 48 pound if I remember rightly. Well, it hasn't been an easy life, Brodie, but what I've done, I've enjoyed.
Yeah.
Put it that way. Like, ups and downs, well, everybody gets that. Low prices, high prices, goes with it. And it's no good at complaining. A lot of people complain about this and that, but you've got to just go with it.